So I've decided to go ahead and push through, not to zero in Snoqualmie Pass. There's really nothing going on here. There's a gas station, the hotel that I stayed in, the Summit Inn, and very little else. Can't even get a burger here or a real dinner, so seems no point in zeroing here. So I'm going to shoot for low mileage, relatively low mileage today, in the 20-mile range. 21.5 has like 5,300 vertical and 5,300 descent, so a lot of up and down. We'll see how this goes, but if it takes me 4 days to get to Stevens Pass, I'm fine with that. We'll see. Alright, so I'm hiking with partner here, and we just are at 2,400. Woo! So that means 255 miles to go.
Smile, buddy.
We're about what, maybe 4 miles-ish in from Snoqualmie, and it's been a climb. We're just about a mile, or maybe a mile and a half from the 2,400 mile spot, heading up that way, and you can see the rugged terrain, and we're above clouds. You can't see it from here, but out that way is Snoqualmie Pass. So pretty view, more to come. Actually, I'm just going to go up a little bit more. So come on with me for a little bit, because we got some fireweed up here. That's a nice splash of color with the trees and the rocks in the distance. So more climbing. It's a slog, but we're doing it. Just about half, maybe 3/4 mile from the last shot. Really cool. Just turned around that corner, and now we've got more normal trail compared to the rocky trail. Really cool. So this is getting to the Kendall Catwalk. Apparently, PCT did not come through here until sometime in the 70s, when they cut this trail. So just came up that. This is cool. This is rugged. And the next 250 miles are going to be more similar rugged stuff like this. Had lunch up there, which you just heard, and might have heard as a marmot. Just had lunch over there coming down. You can see this gorgeous Alpine Lake. It's rugged. This is Alpine Lakes Wilderness, Washington, outside of Snoqualmie Pass. Really cool. It's a little bit hazy, but you can see cool valley there, river going down below. Just came up this trail here, came to this little gap, so we got another view over here. You may not be able to see it, but there's a trail down there. Thinking that might be our trail, but this is fantastic view of these Alpine Lakes Wilderness. This is really spectacular. It has kind of the ruggedness of the high Sierra, but with trees and lakes and stuff. It's different rocks and stuff, but this is awesome. So all you folks know, I love me a pass that opens up a new scene. So came up along the trail this way to this little saddle here and open up another new vista. We're coming up here. You can see the jagged rocks. Just fantastic. This is going to end up being one of my favorite spots along the PCT. This is I'm going to go up a little more.
They're potentially very dangerous.
Yeah.
But they will let you walk right up to them.
So that's the mountain goat picture. They're curious, wondering what we're doing. Just for a point of reference, came across over that away, on this side of those two peaks. There's a saddle right there that we came across, and that and there. But if you look backwards, you think, where's the trail across that talus? It's hard to make out, but it's there. It's pretty rugged. So another new view. Trail goes down, switchbacks, heads over in that direction. Not sure where it goes from there. But this is the top of today's climb. There's about another 8 miles to camp. It is about 4:15. So it'll be a later, getting into camp a little later today, but making progress. Now we got a cool waterfall and bridge. Nice. About 3 miles from camp. We'll be pulling in a little late, but we're about, not quite, probably a mile and a half or so out of camp, looking up at the mountains. Pretty cool. Today's going to be a big climbing day. Got a couple of mountain passes to go over. About a little over 6,000 feet of vertical today. Shooting for about 28 miles, so it'll be a long one. We gotta start at about a little after 5:30. Probably be march until 7:38, something like that. We'll see. All right, we're getting a start at about 6:20. Looking up at those granite peaks, rocks, right above camp. Camped down in that gap there, several other people, and climbing up and over 3 passes today, total of about 5,700, a little more than, vertical feet, 6,300 of descent. So mostly, well, it's going to be a lot of up and down to get to Stevens Pass, where we've got a package waiting. Hoping to get a meal or two. Stevens Pass. Haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow, whether I'll take a Nero or a Zero or just keep walking. Advantages and disadvantages to both, or all of those options. We'll just see. So I've been coming up through above this valley here, underneath these granite peaks. And I'm about a mile and actually probably a couple of miles from the top. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, about 3 miles from the top. I've got about 1,200 feet of ascent, and I'm currently at mile 2,448.6. So, still some climbing. This is the biggest climb of the day. There's a second climb that's almost as big, but first we got to get through this one. So we'll get there. We got some switchbacks to get to the top. We'll get there. So we've been walking along this little lake for a while, long and skinny. Fed by this little stream. Lots of cool lakes in Alpine Lake Wilderness. All right, we are at Piper Pass, which is the first and biggest of the 3 passes. Got across today. Mile 2451.4. You can see the mountains in the back. I did not come over those exactly, but came up this valley. This is the trail up, and I'm at a new vista. But now you all know how much I love new vistas. So I'll go up here just a little ways. Gonna drop down quite a bit for another climb up. You can see those granite peaks to the right. And you may not be able to see quite yet, but at this little switchback, you'll see some lakes down there. Should be going past those in a bit. All right, just crossed the second peak. New view. In a minute I'll take a better picture of the lake that's through the trees there, but we're heading down now to the hopefully next water source, and maybe, yeah, there you can see the lake a little bit better. And maybe lunch. Right now it's a little after noon. We just came down from that spot, and here's, as promised, a better picture of the lake. Heading down